And then Akuapem South. Akuapem South. Yeah, go and check what they. Go and check what. Go and check what on MC knows what you are. Akuapem South MCE. Go and check what he's doing over there. Only the team no one. Oh, Obinane. Who were catching say bohu. Utu bohu bakwa. 153,000 Ghana cedi. Why? 153. Dear speculation. Maybe the money now. What about two? It is speculation. They should help the president's vision. And me say, Yoko Fone Sanko Fone in say, I am on try my buying free so and son or more to a man more. Yenim so mo ye and you may be brewa se kama. Baby on ma, a real him. 153,000. Yes, and then they resort to a young Kasa. Young fed money, mamma, na young chichen in you, and you might be my contract in an interest, young Kasa interest, what do do of course. Of course, Obi. Works engineer, ne hokani, we say, Basa. Basa, Bibiano. Obia serve the interest that does not inure to the Ghana interest. When these checks and balances are not there, when compromises are there, you are asking yourself, Nabiana for me assembly. What we
Abusia for me, Mamunina mo Aquaba, Ediba Ghana and TV so. But more this be like video now be subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Say be next time videos of this nature ba also on sa ebit makabi now so watch the wagin or comment section was say the munim ne femi Mr. President na me wasa me besom na if by chance de me e ofen apeso boan which are through number na wase no adaroma in Sabeka na news today so ya nyina akoso ni beso pa so na another I came across a video and I'm watching on social media, and it took me barely 4 hours to watch the video over and over again. Now, me share video no. I decided me for free. Me say politicians are disappointed Ghana mabunu. They be me say when you earn the goodwill of the people and you fail to acknowledge the fact that you've won the goodwill of the people, as a result of that, you have to be so much principled with it, they will rebel at the right time. In Kadia Nebe, I will say, youth of it, like youth or mind bimu, I don't more rebel politicians. Now, of a sudden, their wishes and their demands or the thing that they dream that they come to reality are only things of disasters.
And then Akuapem South. Akuapem South. Yeah, go and check what they. Go and check what. Go and check what on MC knows what you are. Akuapem South MCE. Go and check what he's doing over there. Only the team no one. Oh, Obinane. Who were catching say bohu. Utu bohu bakwa. 153,000 Ghana cedi. Why? 153. Dear speculation. Maybe the money now. What about two? It is speculation. They should help the president's vision. And me say, Yoko Fone Sanko Fone in say, I am on try my buying free so and son or more to a man more. Yenim so mo ye and you may be brewa se kama. Baby on ma, a real him. 153,000. And then they resort to a young Kasa. Young fed money, mamma, na young chichen in you, and you might be my contract in an interest, young Kasa interest, what do you Of course. Of course, Obi. Works engineer, ne hokani, we say, Basa. Basa, Bibiano. Obia serve the interest that does not inure to the Ghana interest. When these checks and balances are not there, when compromises are there, you are asking yourself, Nabiana for me assembly. What report can we say or suggest that all of them are being compromised now? Why? Omanhene scarcity of resources to the extent that we borrow to pay Abaya Jumai for. We borrow to pay Abaya Jumai for. Ampa obieni wa Abaya Dushama. Yebeka se ope pound sasa. But the abuse of insana ope pound. Enye abruso. Mesre Abaya mun penyimfo. The oya in charge of the assembly why? DC MC. Akuapem North.
And I'm saying, but I'm saying that
Akuapem South.
Your ministry be no mo show masi.
Local government. Ahmed
Ibrahim. Yeah. Omanhene nkasa. Omanhene MMDCs bebre nkasa.
And I say, common fan na eko bebre no di omo dey no.
Oh, masa.
Na omo bo 1.5.
1. Now him. Almost I was a sketch bi omo dey adwuma na omo chew.
omo check obi don't laugh with the obi omo check me the man worry who they say they be adano ye bapen will raise issues and please and we have to get this jiweno oji we abon say omo kuye kra you know now be blame president sa na mo blame Akufo-Addo na omo hihye ne nche na se nyina no na omo didi peche sa na omo de John Mahama his excellency it oji na ye bia hi say wo ye nimu 2 minutes ya na wo taking piece every blessed day na ene kwa de wo kan akwa na me sam for so kwan bi so ene some of the appointees the MPP for no mo ye omo ji breakfast free kimpiski omo ji lunch free kimpiski omo ji dinner ya drive with oh my goodness eh yani wow unya sika no we yani wow who struggle to pay kolebu yani wow I don't know why when people get political office they easily forget themselves and what they are doing. Obi we companies miensa we omo chedisa bogum chedisa ode me dey ma because de no de bia da no beka se bia ode obon siro mo se lebun 321 123 chairs no nti de hwe ho na hwe price no na obon se ina mieni mikurini Ahmed se wada on sorry afi biemu kese na hwe nyumedi ahodo ekokoso no we kwere say a tip of the iceberg pavement kura hye kura keke kura no pavement hye ehun komo honum ma men tro nyuma ni bia o ma ya o ti in
the way construction of SIPS compound with ancillary facilities at Mintukwa
o de me say uwi am do be ko Otopaya construction of 2 unit kg block ohun jiru uwi now
one SIPS compound back and ancillary facilities 935,000
and now
450
where dey shakra another trick almost the BT assembly for muntie pa mo de bia na mo gi budget say assume say cabinet minister
cannot disappoint
but the clarity will not come because if you quote we go back to Lawrence State doctor
yes
the difficulty for all of them to talk about it now a whole lot of issues and it has always been the interest serving issues not the Ghana factor.
But if the politicians were disappointed, the clergy
they are disappointing. No, say they are. They are.
Dr. Lawrence State
I'm saying nobody can stand up and raise issues about this matter that was nearly signed and Akufo-Addo said was on the chalkboard. Nobody. Please, let's not go there. To the extent that even Dr. Lawrence, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
That this nonsense to please people, it must stop. It's now a perfume. If you go by his argument, now it's a perfume. It's an incense.
So we a young boy, young woman was so. Nyame ashira wo. Na unya sika akra. Hwe wachi na bo wonuanom. Memfa nhye utirimu da. Se oba na wo ne nete no. Odo wo sine nuamema no. Never. Memfa nhye utirimu da. Se bema na wo ne nete no. Odo wo sine nuamema no. Never. It is unya sika akra ebe ka won sa. Kitwa bi enso a ma wunwelum bini na ochina enti because se oba no ni nuamema no ma enka wuntimi nhia oba bi as a young guy a obi a obo homoden na okohia oba na oba na ka kire say me de me problem me gentleman be ma wo sika be ma wo ne car be ma wo ni fie be onu ni nuamema no mo no omo gidama to sere but of respecting nyame manum esin obe kubni nyame man obi eni ho obi agbasesa de omu di kru eden but ono wonam no opebe ma wo si fie be ma wo ne car be ma wo yeye ansa na wawa no eti ono oba no emenye wadwen because owo tema eni tema mani nuanom sin because obi a wo nyame ma ana wo nyama no obi e mo bra na wo kope be ma wo do opedo no abobra na wayeyi obu onu buom itu nye sika abo unua no obetuma hia obi wasen me de me pe be ma osonwa be ma ne ho ofe wo hwe ne papa kro no a o kasa ne papa enko yie ne ne mema no mafitafo na aya rehusoma ya homete etime atwi madwene siso abayo wanya sika wakonya be matenten gram kokwa ahofe iti odu nyina ko hye nim no omo abodam osika ninti nani abere na oye bebi no ntu nya sika wunua no na wachire no mom kakra ni no ochina asem ba no beso bedi wachi di ko be ware abusuafo ne beba di bitu wa omo ne beba be mo bedwa ne agya wo ba obekwaja wo usika no wonye sika na abusu na baby darling no nti muoni na ho na wunye sika efie na hwe wo ma me na hwe wo na watwintwam no ono a wunti na watwintwam ayesa wonye sisi yare ntu nye sika momwa no momwa wo mo ni pe bre sika wo de ko handa ma wase no etimi hwe ma me 3 years 4 years wo pe mo ne keke de bambesi adi onya wo tinkran na wo disika na hwe ma
Nibi. And the question I'm asking right now, they say, me pacho Sam George 1 million coders no, what would be? And I mean, no workers, yes, I approve this for fraud, Yama Sam George. I say, what me training coders 250 million. Nanya bia mi bisao. USF4 almost Silicon Valley. If you don't know what Silicon Valley is, a technology hub. US, I think it's in North Carolina or something. Me patro Silicon Valley, almost has almost discussing a chance here. I know you one question. The second question is say, if you see a fanenina and from 2025 to 2026, me how many inka for?
What kind of baby thinking is this? If this is what happened, then the entire administration, you are all thieves. Are you guys crazy? What is wrong with you? This is not why I vote. I campaign for John Mahama. And then Mahama saw baby and I can't say, I will not scrap it.
And I'm surprised they are not taking the microphone to them so that they force them to speak. Take a position on the current happenings. Na your Mahama nedi. I am not surprised. You know, you don't go to about your kind. You bomb coco. Sapapano on the sign. Now on the sign. Now on for the Bruce could be also Amba. And I'm wenty. Any. Aquanini.
For homosexuality, President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality. President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill, and he himself.
But I do think that we should have a conversation on it again, so that all of us, if we decide to move that bill forward, move it forward with a consensus. And probably shouldn't be a private member's bill. It probably should be a government bill with governments behind it after consultation with all the stakeholders to see how, you know.
I will point out that the bill in Parliament is not a government bill. It's not a government-sponsored bill. It's a private member's bill. And so Parliament owns that bill for now. And what the eventual nature of the bill would be nobody can second guess Parliament. And I as President cannot anticipate, you know, Parliament in respect of that bill. But
a few moments later.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter. Nevertheless, the private members' bill introduced in Parliament has sparked a complex and sensitive national conversation. Our position is guided by our Constitution, respect for human rights and dignity of all persons, and the need to preserve social cohesion. While there are strong and differing views within our society, we believe that these issues must be addressed through democratic processes, our core values, dialogue, and the rule of law. I'm also mindful of reactions from our international partners, including the recent developments